So I'm not going to leave a groove frame out for too long. I'm going to be very careful putting it back. So I'll check another couple frames. I'm going to go a little deeper in. Oh, my smoke going out. In fact, let me...
I think the camera stopped
What?
and restarted.
Are you kidding?
No.
Then keep it on. We'll have to. I have to submit it. Even if it's a fail. Is it going now?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I have to get it in. So the burlap burns up fast. You gotta have wood in there or something. And I don't want to leave this high open. Alright. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, let me go back and I don't want to leave this hive open very long because there's some dirt and I don't want to encourage robbing. So I'm going to try and speed this up. But I have to be gentle also. So this is a bunch of pollen, bee bread, and honey. I'm gonna put this back in gently. I'm gonna give it a little more smoke. Now they're cranky. Alright, I'm gonna take a look in the bottom and grab the queen cage. I've satisfied. I found what I wanted to find. I found that the queen is in fact laying. So that's all I really wanted to know. And that we have brood in all different age groups. Okay, I'm going to move this one over here because the queen could be in here. I'm going to be careful and put this one on top. All right, now. Yeah, they're... Alright, let me pop a couple frames out here and see what we got going on. I'm going to start with number 2. And of course, the suit is really hot. It's a nice hot summer day. This is all pollen, honey. These are all a bunch of worker bees. Oh, queen cup. It's empty. Can you get a picture of that queen cup? Yeah, we have an empty queen cup. So that's good. At least it's not full. So these guys are pretty cantankerous. I'm gonna close them up because they're unhappy and I've already achieved what I wanted to know with this inspection. So I'm gonna go ahead and tuck them away. Whoops. Yeah, they're pretty unhappy. So that's one of the things with all right, let me make sure it's on your level. So a couple things, we don't want to leave the hive open too long during a dearth. And why don't we come over here? So we've figured out what we want. We know that we have brood. We know we have larvae. We know we have eggs. We know we have a queen. I didn't see her, but I know she's there. I see evidence of her. I still see a couple drones. Usually this time of year, they get kicked out of the hive and they're not needed anymore. Pretty soon they're going to be trying to conserve their honey and their energy. And now, when I mentioned that 2027 starts now, that's because we have to be cognizant of varroa mite. While I found small hive beetle evidence in the bottom board, I didn't see any varroa mite evidence, but you can't really tell visually. The next time I get into this hive, which will probably be next week, I'm going to do a sugar shake to ascertain the mite load of this hive and determine whether or not we need treatment. This time of year we have a honey super on. We have the brood developing, so we have temperature fluctuations this time of year. Some of the chemicals are temperature dependent, and so because it drops down to the 50s in the night and in the morning, that will limit some of the items you can use for varroa treatment. So if this hive needs to be treated, I'll probably use HopGuard. And then a little later on, when it gets cooler out, you can use oxalic acid vapor. That could be used pretty much any time of the year as far as temperature goes. But as far as IPM, the pest management system that we use for varroa mite, there's 3 stages. There's the genetic, there's social, and then there's chemical. Genetic, I'm experimenting this year with this Russian queen, and so Russians are varroa resistant, and they have, and what I look for when I was in the hive is I was looking to see if any of the brood was uncapped, if there was any signs of varroa infestation, and I didn't see any. All the brood that was capped, I didn't see any chew marks, any bite marks, and so that's good, because Russians are notorious for taking out their young when they smell disease or infection. But I can't confirm that until I do a sugar wash or some sort of a mite test. It could be alcohol. I don't want to use alcohol washes. I don't like killing bees. So I'll do a sugar wash. Now, so genetic stock is the first thing you do. Second thing, and you can use drone comb, which is a green comb that you can insert, but you have to take it out and you freeze it and you kill all the drone and the mites in it, and then you insert it back and then they clean it out. That's one item that you can do socially that will help the hive. It's not a solution for varroa mites, but it's something that will assist beekeepers in using less chemicals, less interventions with the hive, and so the drone comb is beneficial. Another thing that's helpful is screen bottom boards. The screen bottom board that I have in here, everything drops down, and after this video I'll probably go back and spray some cooking oil on the bottom board. I forgot to bring that out, but I like to have it sticky on the bottom so that when things drop they can't crawl back up. And lastly is the chemical resources. With varroa mite, we have to have chemical interventions now. Now there's some new products out like Naroa. I just ordered that. I have not tried that yet, but I'm excited to do that. And it's important that we document. I have a hive book that I document my inspections in, and it's important because you can't just go by memory, and especially the more hives you have, the more stuff that you have to remember. I think that's it. Thank you for watching my inspection, and thank you.